Think outside the box, a mini-laparotomy Morcellation simulation model. The objectives are to demonstrate a sustainable adaptation of a simulation model for tissue morcellation using the extracorporeal C-incision technique for tissue extraction, and to review benefits of alternate simulation model. Morcellation is an extraction skill that allows patients with large uterine specimens and significant leiomyoma burden to be surgical candidates for laparoscopic and vaginal approaches. One of the operative techniques used to avoid power morcellation is a C-incision technique. With this simulation, we present an alternate, sustainable surgical education model for contained mini-laparotomy morcellation and demonstrate the model's use for teaching this skill to residents of OBGYN. Extracorporeal C-incision technique. This is an operative technique used to extract tissue during minimally invasive myomectomy or hysterectomy. With this technique, the specimen is contained and tissue is morcellated manually. The specimen is grasped with a towel clamp, and then, using a scalpel, a reverse C-incision is made to peel the specimen like an apple. This results in long strips of tissue that are able to be extracted easily through a small incision. There are many benefits to the use of our simulation, one of them being that it is more sustainable. We use a reusable tissue box made out of stainless steel that can be reused for many simulations. Additionally, there are different ways that we can position the simulation, either upright, vertical, or horizontal, which can simulate vaginal morcellation. Lastly, there is an ability to adjust the incision size by taping over the tissue box hole and making it big or small depending on the level of the learner. Instruments needed: 2 pounds of beef chuck, 2 towel clamps, a tenaculum, duct tape, a reusable tissue box, preferably stainless steel, a scalpel, a Ziploc bag, a pair of gloves, and a chuck pad, or if you'd like to be more sustainable, you could use a towel as well. The first step in creating this model is to get the beef chuck in a Ziploc bag and cover it with the tissue box. As explained previously, it is preferable to use a stainless steel tissue box to avoid the scalpel from damaging it. The stainless steel tissue box makes it more sustainable, so you are able to use it for many different simulations. As you can see, we covered the Ziploc bag and then we fed it through the hole so that you have access to the specimen. Next, using duct tape, secure your model either to a table, upright, or flat to make sure you are able to manipulate the specimen and simulate the C-incision technique. Here we're using 2 long pieces of duct tape. Now, using your tenaculum, you can grasp your specimen and then start to use a scalpel to make a C-incision to morcellate and extract the tissue. This is a clip of how you can modify the incision size depending on the level of the trainee. This is a recording of a resident using this simulation in real time. During our surgical Olympics, this simulation was used as one of the stations. The goal was to create the longest strip using the C-incision technique. Additionally, during the simulation, we encouraged modeling correct surgical ergonomics. We did this by using a step stool and ensuring the table is as low as possible to minimize shoulder strain. In summary, we developed a novel simulation model for practicing large specimen extractions during minimally invasive procedures. There are key improvements over previous models. First, it's more sustainable and with reusable materials. We're able to customize for both laparoscopic and vaginal routes, and it's adjustable in terms of complexity to accommodate various learning levels.